Hello, and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table or through video call to play Dungeons and Dragons and other TTRPGs somewhere down the line. My name is Con Riley. I almost said I am your pronouns. I am your pronouns.
I'm your pronouns.
Happy Pride. I am your pronouns.
My pronouns are the four C-sons, and I'll hit you right in the tit or right in the kisser. No. My name is Con Riley. I am your GM, your DM, your best friend. My pronouns are they, them. You can follow me anywhere at Kryles. And for today's fun fact, it's Pride Month here, even though I know this is probably premiering sometime in like September. So happy gay. My favorite color on the rainbow flag is probably like a pastel pink. Probably from the trans colors if you do the full inclusive flag. So yeah, there you go. That's our fun fact. And if you're not gay, sorry, you have to be today. But let's move on to our friends. Let's move on to our gay and our ally friends, starting with Vic Schmidt, who is gay.
Hi, I'm Vic. I play Gherkin Gurley, Delilah Carter. My pronouns are they, them. Her pronouns are she, her. And my favorite color on the pride flag is green, because that's just my favorite color in general. Speaking of bananas.
Hi, my name's Jana. I play Fegs. I'm really boring and an ally. I am a cisgendered straight female, as far as I'm aware. So I go by she, her pronouns. I love all my gabies. I love all of my trans and non-binary friends and all my bi friends. So I'm gonna say the whole frickin' rainbow.
Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month. I'm Jake. My pronouns are he, him. I am gay. Wow. I play Rayon. He's a wizard and also gay. Sorry, Figs. My favorite color on the Pride flag, since Jana said the rainbow, I'm going to go with the Vincian flag, which is like the MLM flag, the pyramid scheme flag, and I'm going to pick one of those nice teal colors.
Hello, nerds. My name is Lizzie. And I play Serena. She and I are both she, her. I am unfortunately straight. Serena has yet to be determined. Yeah, we won't get into it. We've all lived lives. And I have to say my favorite color on the pride flag is brown, because I feel like bears need more love. So that's what I'm going with.
That's not what that stands for.
Wait, I googled it.
Yeah, but the brown is for, like, people of color.
Yeah, it's for people of color.
On the bear flag?
Oh, on the bear flag. Oh,
My favorite pride flag is the rabies pride flag, everybody.
My favorite pride flag is the raccoon flag.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Thog, the large and braggadocious lizard folk barbarian. Happy Pride. I am an ally. My favorite color on the Pride flag is going to be red for the sweatshirt I'm wearing because Godzilla came out on June 1st in support of Pride. That Godzilla -1 came out for Pride, I think. He's a gay icon.
All right, and then with that, of course, you can follow us anywhere at TTIYDND. That is on all social medias, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon. Support our Patreon. We have cool behind-the-scenes content for you, extra content for you, priority on commission slots for Jake, who does all of our art for our show, and a bunch of other cool stuff. So yeah, go support us there. It supports the show and shows us that you love us, and if you love us, you're gay. So yeah, with that, if there are no other questions, concerns, queers, or anything else, let's get into the recap of what happened on last episode of The Table.
Sexy Jitsu.
Every tale has its ballad, just as every hand has its ace. In a game of chance, there is no gambling with cards unseen. Each play warrants different risks and rewards, but not till all are laid bare can the table be yours.
Hi, I'm Serena, obviously, and I just have to tell you what happened on last episode. It was crazy. So we're all in, like, this tavern, right? And there was this fighting competition going on, the mountain challenge, so of course we have to sign up. I thought it was just gonna be us, because clearly we're the best fighters here. But these freaky guys who all look the same signed up also. Whatever, anyways, we kicked their asses. Well, Thog technically lost, but it was a fluke because these guys fought really weird. They had, like, only 2 moves, either right in the kisser or right in the tit. Very lame. Anyway, we beat them and they disappear out of existence or something. Meanwhile, Frankie is getting confidence lessons from Geo in a tough guy tavern down the street. I'm not so sure of Geo's tough guy qualifications, but he gets Frankie to talk about their past. You know, the whole, I'm actually a girl thing, I'm in disguise as my cousin, we're part of a crime family, blah, blah, blah. I guess the different families have different colored hair, which is kind of cool. Anyways, back to us. So by the end of the fighting bracket, Ricky was the last one standing, but she told Thog that he could fight in her place because she knew he really wanted to. Thog goes up against this absolutely stacked dwarf named Lambda, who technically totally cheated because he used the Yeti's paw to make Thog weaker. Like, just say you're scared, bro. He also used some ice powers to defend against attacks, and he really had Thog on the ropes. But suddenly, out of nowhere, Karith appeared, cut Lambda's arms off, and stole the Yeti's paw. She ran out of the tavern towards the inn where Geo and Frankie went on their confidence lesson. We all chased after her except for Ricky and Rayon, who are having a little moment. I guess Ricky has to figure out the weird little statue she's holding on to, so Rayon told her she could just meet up with us later. Over at the inn, Frankie and Geo found some suspicious scrolls in some random room. I have a feeling they're going to be in a lot of trouble if they get caught.
So, starting with Frankie/Figs and Geo in this room at the Little Middle Inn, you will see on these notes that are scrawled, there is this title on one of them that you can read that says The Cult of Yora. And from quick discernation, you don't have to make a roll for this, but for quick, it looks as though Yora might be this ancient white dragon. And somehow these notes that are scrawled across this desk in this room seem to be connected to that. Also, by that point, probably too, Geo is going to look at you, and if you're shaking at all, we'll just go, "Here, take this, it'll help you on our journey as adventurers for confidence." And he gives you this little pickle to stow in your pocket from the Brine Father. You probably are just like right in front of the table after you've read like the ritual, right, is to summon a powerful ice dragon. You're probably there's probably just that weight of like, oh my god. Like, so that's not good, right? I feel like that's bad.
I mean, it doesn't sound the best, but I thought, I mean, isn't this supposed to be Thog's friend? I mean, like, it sounds to me like they're kind of like not good.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't want to judge, like, you know, like, I don't know.
You don't have a gavel, so.
Yeah, and also I don't really know Karith that well yet, so I don't know, but this doesn't sound good. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Do you think it's too late to switch to, like, maybe, like, an odd job? Like, maybe we help an old lady fight a cat or something, or...
Oh, Geo, are you feeling anxious about all this? Can you feel anxious? Is that a bad question? I'm sorry.
Auto goblins are people, too.
Of course. No, of course. I've never met one of you before, so I'm sorry, I don't...
No, it's okay. I've never met one of you before.
Oh. What do you think I am?
Oh, you're a dwarf. I know what you are. I just never met a dwarf.
Oh,
I actually can tell you a lot of things about dwarves. So they usually stand about like he starts like going up, but so some of the statistics are a little off. Like you're like that's wait like,
a little off.
Yeah, I'm going to use the figs dice to see what the fuck the vibes are. The vibes are not good. So as you guys are like, you guys have big feet. I guess as
I wouldn't say they're big.
Yeah, you guys are like back and forth as you just like a chill wafts through the air. You guys are talking. Probably like Geo's still going off as you look a little to the right, and you just see like in the door frame you see a black cloaked figure with of a white dragonborn woman just like staring you both down. What are you doing? And she doesn't look angry. Like, she doesn't look like, I'm gonna kill you. It's like that. You know what? Actually, roll perception. Or roll insight. I'm sorry, roll insight.
She's not mad, she's just disappointed.
She's disappointed.
Stop!
Yeah.
You knew better and she knows that.
23.
Okay. She doesn't look like, I'm evil and will kill you. Like, she looks more like upset that you've burned her room and are going through her stuff. But she also has this demeanor of, like, she's here to do something. And she is kind of sizing you up.
Housekeeping. Yeah, we're done now. Sorry to disturb you. Come on, Gio. Let's go fix up the other room.
Are you trying to, like, scoot by?
Yes.
Okay. As you dragging Gio, and it's just like a chair across the floor with Gio. She, like, just stands in the middle of the hall, and she'll go, "You're Gio and Figs, right?"
Not the ones you're thinking of, because we're housekeeping. So you have a great rest of your day. Leave a good review for us at the front desk. Okay, bye! Come on, Gio!
Wait, I have some words to say to you.
Gio, let's go.
What's going on, Housekeeper Figs? I have a few things to say to our lovely attendant.
Housekeeper Gio, I swear on all that is holy, I am your supervisor.
Okay,
I think they have those.
Well, maybe I quit.
Housekeeping.
Maybe I'm done. Maybe I need to afford a living, and I can't here in Midlock.
Well, you know what? You can pick up your final check at the end of the day.
I don't need it. I don't need it. Give it to somebody else. I don't need it.
Can I talk to you in the break room, please?
We have a break room?
Yes, we do. Listen, in the last few minutes, you're new. I'm still training you. So the fact that you want to quit so soon...
Why don't you eat a pickle? Maybe you'll feel better.
That is offensive to my sensibilities, and I don't appreciate your tone. You are being insubordinate.
No,
and I need to
he makes one in front of you to, like, put it in your, like, at least putting it in your face. as Karith just goes, swipe. Ma'am, that actually isn't for you. And you just watch as she, like her hand goes like this and it just disappears. I have a few questions to ask both of you, actually. If you could take a seat over there. Why don't you take a seat right here?
Can I just ask before we do that, are you gonna hurt us?
I don't think so.
I really don't like that answer, but
Alright, we're gonna move on to the people running.
I'm running in the door.
Yeah, so as you guys are running into, like, the most quaint little inn, there's probably, like, a little halfling at the desk. She's very humble, very homely looking. Yeah, she's very homely looking. She's like an older woman. She's just sitting there, and she's like...
Marge.
Her name's Marge. She's sitting there, she's attending to her ledgers. And she's like, I wonder if we'll get any more guests today. And she goes like,
Holy shit.
Yeah, you're like, something sounds like it's burning. As you guys all rush the fuck in, and I'm just gonna say, like, you guys can describe together. Do you guys, like, stampede in and up the stairs? Like, what are you guys doing as Marge is just, like, for the cinematic moment of, like, it's almost like the, you know, like Avatar, where it's like, my cabbages, but not, it doesn't either destroy her ship. She's just like, huh? Like, as she, like, you guys are like...
I feel like we all push in the door together and kind of topple down on top of each other.
Break the door?
Yeah, we, like, kind of fall in, and then we, like, try to get up, and then run and stumble up the stairs.
I feel like if anything, it's Dylan, Rayon going like, I'm so sorry, I didn't really, we just like,
oh goodness!
I can imagine Serena and Thog falling into the door.
Yeah, Serena and Thog.
And then barreling up the stairs, and then Dylan going, I'm so sorry.
We'll fix that, we can fix that later, I'm so sorry. And then just kind of scribbling up the stairs.
Still scribbling up the stairs, and then Rayon, who is crying because his sister's gone again, just going, your fucking door is broken, and then running up the stairs.
As you guys run the fuck upstairs, you guys smell burning immediately.
I should probably head towards the burning, I guess.
I'm assuming it's like right down the hall. So like, as you get up, it's probably like down the first hall. As you guys run down, and you see like this burnt door at the end, and like probably by that point you just see like one of the doors open as you guys are running by. As Yates just like, keep down the fucking noise. As he's like, what the fuck are you doing here? As you guys run past, and you're just like, huh, like shirtless. As you guys, like, run to where that room is at the end of the hall, you run in to see Gio, like, against the wall and going, ah! As Karith has her, like, hand on Figs, or Frankie, Figs, whatever you're calling them at this point, eye patch, and pulling it back and looking at her eye. Probably, actually, to be honest, no, pulling down, your beard is pulled down and she's pulling back the eye patch and you're, like, stuck in, like, this stasis. So she's pulling back your eye as you guys are rushing in. You're like, and Karith is just like, she looks in her own right stunned and scared looking at your eye, Figs. And she's just like, how is that possible? As you guys are rushing in.
Serena, I immediately take my broom end
and like whack her arm to like push it down
Okay.
to stop the grabbing.
Yeah, she'll let go. She probably like because of that. She was gonna do it nicer, but she'll probably snap the
And I like fall on the floor.
So she probably backs up, and she's probably by the window at the edge of her inn, or her inn room, and she's just looking at all of you. Thog, I told you not to follow.
But you keep saying that, but you went to attack someone that I'm specifically paid to bodyguard.
I'm not attacking her.
What were you gonna do?
I needed to see what her eye was.
Were you gonna take it?
No. But I could use part of the power to finish the ritual.
Ritual?
Ritual?
She's trying to summon a really scary ice dragon.
Why?
Because Dogtail.
I'm holding him like this.
Figs is like kind of like crouched, not in like a fetal position on the floor, but like very much like has very shakily put back on the eye patch and the beard, and is just like trying to make themselves appear even smaller, like really, really scared and crying.
I think if Dill went over to like kind of like hold Geo, she's also kind of standing in front of Figs.
Yeah. Thog will do the same.
Thog, you do not want to be near her. Karith will say, looking at you, Thog.
Why?
You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
Thog, you don't believe that rhyme come out at night. How would you understand this?
But they don't, clearly.
Well, then tell me why there's the eye of a rhyme witch on your friend.
Let's just...
You all hear that. You all hear that.
Can I turn around and look? I want to see your eye.
Well, it's eye patched.
Oh, it's back to being eye patched? Okay.
Please don't look. Please, just don't look. Don't look.
So if you were using that to summon an ice dragon, then you like defo summoned that other weird ice creature, right?
Yes.
So it's your fault that the town is destroyed and all those people are displaced and that life sucks for them?
They're at least still alive. Thank you.
Oh, you agree, thanks.
I saved them from much worse.
Debatable. Why do you want my friend's face? Why'd you put that? What? Explain.
I don't want her face. Her eyes' power could be used to, one, help you, she points at Figs, because that could be infecting you all over, and two, will help me complete this ritual so I can get my father back. And she shoots a look to Thog.
I kind of walk forward. Maybe. You explain.
Sean, roll a d20. Vic, tell me odds or evens.
Odds.
14, even.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 2. Well, I guess I'm changing what I thought I was going to be doing for this arc.
Ooh.
Karith will look at Thog. Okay. And she'll like put her hands up.
And I put my hand up that's also holding the other guy's arm with his hand up.
Karith's like, what?
Oh, right. Yeah, he drops it.
Rhyme witches have stolen my father. And my father and I, for a long time, have been studying things about the rhyme. I believe there was a time when we were separate that my father found out that there is a potential way to reverse rhymification against the creatures that have been changed. But in him discovering that, he has also found that there's a way to do the opposite, which the rhyme witches want. Which means you, looking at Figs, could become rhymified. Anybody could. I need to save my father so that is stopped. I haven't killed anyone. Yes, I destroyed the town. I'm trying to figure out this fucking ritual that my crazed mother was part of, some cult. They said if I help them getting this, that's the only way they get my father back, and they don't, as far as I know that he knows that. But the moment they do, they could change all of Avron. So far, people cannot become rhymified. But if they find out what my father knows, they can be. One village does not equate to that damage. I'm sorry.
Did you just say people can't be rhymified?
No, not inherently. Low-intelligence creatures can, like animals, but never civil folk. Not even the lowest of intelligent ones.
I look very confused. Like, very confused.
Karith, like, one who tried to hit my arm is really angry with me. Sorry, pointing at Serena.
So if what you're saying is true, wouldn't it be as simple as taking that useless eye out of Figs and destroying it?
I don't know. I've never seen that. And I wouldn't want to remove your friend's eye. I'm not trying to...
she's not using it.
Dill puts her arm in between Figs and Serena.
No, it's still functional, I think. And she'll, look at Figs unsure, but she'll, look back at Serena. As far as I can tell, it's still functional. It's just, she's hiding it.
Okay, Figs, well, then do you want to explain where you got it?
You're also, he, him, thank you. Those are the pronouns, says Serena.
Ally.
I promise, I'm not what... Okay, when I was very young, I was a little girl, and I went on this trip with my brother and my father, and we got... What?
Ally.
Little girl?
Nothing.
Go ahead.
Good for you. Follow your truth. Live your truth.
When I was a child. Okay, so it's not what you think it is. I don't even fully understand it myself. When I was a little girl, I went on vacation with like a trip with my father and my brother, and we got attacked. And at one point, I got held over a cliff, and I fell down, and this really, really, I don't even know what she was. I'd never seen her before, or a person that looked like her before, and she picked me up, and she shoved her hands in my eye, and then I blacked out, and I woke up hours later, and my brother was gone, and I have this as a reminder every day of what happened. I've never felt different. I've never had the rhymified myself. It's been like this for a long, long time. Nothing's ever changed except the way that I look, and I hide it whenever I'm outside because it's so disgusting, and I don't want people to think that...
Karith is gonna walk right up to you. Can I look at it? And she's gonna put a hand of friendship out, of I'm not gonna hurt you.
Thog is going to be right there watching this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, because I am Figs, I'm going to take my hood, my hat off, my beard off, and then the eye patch off. So now you can fully see. Yeah. Sandy's a girl? Yeah. Now you're going to see my full face and my eye, no eye patch, all the whole enchilada.
Huh?
So, Gia will turn. Figs told me that Figs is really a girl, and Frankie is her cousin who's being hunted by those weird dwarf people, or whatever. I don't really know too much about them because I just couldn't explain them. And Frankie is somewhere else. I don't know. She wouldn't tell me, but probably for safety reasons. And she was pretending to be Frankie, but her name is Figs. But when she's around people in that costume, we should call her Frankie, but her name is Figs.
Thanks, Gia.
She's a princess! Or something.
Huh?
Not actually.
No, not an actual princess. It's. I'll explain that later.
I will start by saying, I said I wouldn't hurt you. Stab! No,
Snaps your neck.
I'm not trying to hurt you, but this might hurt. Is that okay?
What are you gonna? What are you gonna do?
I'm going to arcanically examine your eye, and it might sting a little.
At this point, I have Thog next to me. I'm gonna put out my hand for someone to hold my hand.
Yeah, you can. I'll hold your hand.
I'm gonna be on standby, monitoring the arcanicness of this eye exam. She doesn't seem like an optometrist to me.
If she she'll do this quick turn to the rest of you. If I'm able to procure any powers from this, may I use it for this ritual to get my father back?
No.
We still don't know what the ritual does.
What does the ritual do?
Some people say it brings back an ice dragon. Other people says it makes the world freeze over. I doubt either would happen.
Well, then maybe just...
There's other
we
things.
We live in a world of possibility. Messing with magics of any kind is always dangerous in any sense. And these are rhyme. Your possibilities are endgame or fucking horrifying.
Okay, and if we don't get this ritual done, all of the people part of the defense army will turn into rhyme creatures. Would you like that instead for all of your kin?
Question for you, my lovely friend Thog. Do you trust this bitch?
I want to.
Okay, but like, at this moment, do you? Do you think this is a good idea?
I haven't seen her in a
knows her.
while. I mean, we saw what happened to the town, although no one died. I worry this thing will do a worse thing that she's not thinking of. But if what she's saying is true, that's pretty fucking bad, isn't it?
I can't think of... I'm sorry. This is the lesser of two evils for me. Whatever might happen will not be as worse as everyone being turned into a part of the army of the rhyme. I'd rather leave scars that can be healed.
Then honestly, when it comes to another Osage, I really don't care, I don't feel it.
Are you saying that... Are you going to permanently scar me?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying steep strength being lost. Potentially another ice dragon happening that I'm sure we could take care of anyway.
Oh, you'd help this time and not run away?
How can I trust you, especially with the way you're acting with me right now? I'm being forthright with you. I could have left. I could have pulled more things up my sleeve that I have that they've given me to assist. But I haven't, have I? Because you're Thog's friends. Shouldn't that be enough to trust me? If I really wanted to, I could take out your eye, as she's like holding Fix's face. Or I could see what I could take out of that auto goblin, or even see what your necklace does, Thog. But I haven't.
No, this is just like an heirloom, I don't know. It doesn't do anything.
It does more than you think. I'm sorry, I need this ritual to happen.
Could you just do whatever you're gonna do, see if what you need is in my eye, and then afterwards we can decide what to do with it?
It feels like you're getting something and I'm not getting anything out of it.
I don't want any of this. I want to go home.
I'm sorry you're in this predicament. I understand it's terrifying. Trust me. I need something out of this. I need to save my father.
Okay. Do it. Just do it.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to make sense of all this, and I feel like something is not adding up. Dill has been, I think I've been, like, kind of standing back and, like, thinking through a lot of things. You said that the goal of these rhyme witches is to turn people into rhyme, and that's what they're going to do if you don't complete this ritual, but they can already do that.
No, they can't.
Mortals can be turned into rhyme. I've seen it with my own eyes. I know what happens, and I'll tell you what I've seen. But I don't think that this ritual is how it's supposed to go. I think you'll only be helping them. Because they can already do it. I'll tell you everything, I promise. But I need trust in this room if I'm going to share my story. But I've seen it. And I can prove it.
You're talking about the throne. That's different. I'm assuming. Do you mean like the creature that was in the tavern?
Yes.
That's not a rhyme.
It's not?
No. But rhyme witches do hold dominion over them. It's different.
So what would they be trying to do?
With the throne? Or with this?
With that.
Make you exactly like them.
I see.
I don't know too much about the throne other than no one knows where they came from, and the moment that they appeared, rhyme witches have always held dominion over them. But the power of the throne, other than them basically just being foot soldiers, is the extent of my knowledge, but they're not rhymed.
Oh.
The powers of the Verglacium, the primordial ice, and all that bullshit is more infectious, I think. I don't know how a solo throne like that would be even this far away without a rhyme witch, which is why I had to check some things out. But As far as I'm aware, there's no rhyme witches in Midlock. Other than... And she, will, gesture to Figs.
I guess... And I think I speak for
The trees.
everyone, and if... I speak for the trees. I think I speak for everyone in this, is that if rhyme witches are intelligent creatures, who's to say they're not, conning you? What if this ritual does end up making things worse? What if they get more out of it than you do? What if they betray your trust and take your father anyway? We can't trust them. I understand wanting to get your parents back.
They're obviously going to get something out of this. There is no way I can just infiltrate into the uncharted realms of Avrin to find my father in the ice alone, nor with allies. Can I help at all? You said something about a heart of flame, or it said that on a ritual thing. I got a heart of flame, or a hearth of flame.
You hear the creak of a door open and then close.
Yeah. Here, boom, boom. Sure, I'll take a look. All right, is it gonna hurt? I don't know. Okay. Oof! Ow! Oof! Ow! Ooh! Ooh! Ow!
I'm dying.
Oof, I'm dying. This kind of tickles, but hurts a little. And you watch as she pulls out a strand of a flame wisp, and you see as it disappears, and she checks something off the list. Wisp. Did you get
The
it?
wisp.
Off the wisp. Yes, thank you, Geo. Remainer active oven. That's what they call me. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I can check off Heart of Flame. Yeah, that's pretty painless. Falls off because he's too tiny. Gets back up. Okay, what else do you need? Well, Power of the Unseen Eye, and I took your pickle. Sorry.
She squeezes it.
I got you.
As long as you don't give it to anyone else.
No, I'm going to just kind of and you watch as she pulls out what looks like this actual tablature that you see the floating wisp of flame, and you see the Yeti's paw on there, as well as you just see what looks like a ring of music around a part of it, and then you just watch as she just kind of squeezes the brine off the pickles and goes, and she just hands it back to Geo. Geo goes and throws it into his face, and it burns. And you just see the floating pickle juice there with a little bit of the seeds and a little bit of the dew. And she closes the tablature back up. Very similar, actually, almost kind of to Terrence's table. Yeah.
I'm sorry it got so heated.
It's okay. I understand that summoning a dragon to get my father back sounds like a huge, drastic thing, but also, I'm sorry. I can't just tell you the information and then you go. If I have the chance to finish what I need to finish to get my father back, we gotta do this hand in hand. So I'm not just gonna tell you the information you want to know so you can fuck off with it. Excuse my language. It's okay. I speak Gnome as well, if you want to talk in that language.
Also, everything I said was just because I just don't want them to be taking advantage of you. You know.
I think the unfortunate situation is, of course they have something hanging up their sleeve, but I'm hoping either one, the ritual does nothing, which is probably not going to be the case because my mother was a wackadoo, or two, it leaves scars, not gashes. If they find out what my father knows, it's over.
Do you think maybe you don't leave right away? I think maybe I can talk to them and we can help you.
Maybe. I didn't want to cause a commotion. Also, I could have just taken what I wanted.
Well, I appreciate that you didn't, and it shows, I think, at least to me, that you don't want to hurt anybody. I think that there's just... I mean, even just speaking for myself, a lot of people get traumatized by the rhyme.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
Here's what I can say. I don't know too much about them other than what I told you. But imagine if... I know the process. It's called something like Chrysarathalis for the throne. I don't know too much about it. I know that people can get turned into throne, and I'm assuming you know people who were, which is why you asked. Imagine if the throne had the ability to do that to anybody they wanted all tomorrow. You would do anything to stop it, even if it caused a lot of damage, right? That's where I'm at.
You can look at my eye and take what you need.
Okay.
Because I don't want anybody to get hurt, maybe could you guys, like, sit out in the hallway so that at least there's, like, a little bit of a barrier?
We're all just like...
I mean, you can just, like, stay nearby. Like, don't just, like, leave.
I'm gonna scoop my arm into yours, which causes me to lean at a right angle, pretty much. You know, I accept all the risks and responsibilities that come along with being your friend. So, I would say, all in all, there's probably nothing to worry about. Because there's also no point in telling you possibilities that will upset you thoroughly to your core for the rest of your existence. As I'm learning, that's not a good thing to do. So, big if, as I put my finger on your mouth, big if anything were to happen, I'm on a quest to learn as much as I can about rhyme and the possibilities of it. And I know that despite other snow elves, I'm willing to accept the risk and the danger of finding information. Wish we all shared that. We might know a little bit more and have a lot more against the rhyme than just fighting them. But I will do my best in earnest to be there for you. If you want at least one person in the room, I'll be in the room.
There could be 100 people in the room.
I look up at Rayon and I'm like, I start to blush.
You're getting a fever again. Let's go. It's cold out here.
How about I just have Rayon on maybe like my right and Thog on my left, and then everybody else just keep a safe distance, if that's okay?
I will keep my nose in the doorway.
Where do you want me to,
You can just sit on the bed. Are you two staying? And she looks at Rayon and Thog as the rest are just kind of like...
If it's okay.
Dylan sat her ass in the hallway. She is like, I'm done. I did my part.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down.
Serena and Gio are looking over, and Gio just goes, look, ah!
If it's okay, if they could just be here for support.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Make it squish.
There's that like side look of what the fuck? No, what did you get up to while I was sleuthing with our good friend Figs Frankie?
Oh my god, Gio!
What? Are you just shaking him? Like what?
They were freaking the roaming hypnotist.
He was there?
No, but agents of him were there.
How do you know?
I could just tell. And also they said something about it.
Out of curiosity, because Serena's been thinking about this since the last, scene. She reaches into her little, chess piece thing and pulls out that scale.
Mm-hmm.
If she looks at it, does this scale look like her scales?
Bigger, but yeah, sure. Where'd you get that?
Well, I woke up from the dead with this in my hand, and I'm assuming I killed it. Whatever this is. Because I think this also might be what killed me. But fun fact, I don't know how I died. I have absolutely no recollection of what killed me or how I died.
We talked about that. I don't know how I died either.
Oh, I know.
I didn't die. Yeah, wait.
You got pushed out a window, duh.
Yeah, that's when I was first shut down, not dying. It looks at Dill. We correlate shutting down and dying as the same thing, but I can come back from death whenever
it's the
I
same.
want.
We're all shut down. Puts back in little boob pocket. Anywho,
I'm gonna take my eye patch off again and then sit down on the bed and kind of like I'm not really looking up. My eyes are open, but I'm like looking down at the floor, just like bracing myself.
Okay. Is it okay if I touch you? Both physically and arcanically?
Yep, just do it.
Okay. She's going to lift your chin up, and she's going to, you watch as, like, from her right hand, her, like, white, dragonborn clawed hand, you watch as, like, this, like, almost like hex, not hex, but, like, I'm trying to think of, like, an actual, like, it looks like, transmutation circle, almost like from Fullmetal Alchemist. Like, it looks like there's, like, a circle and then a bunch of little, like, scribble. Like,
a glyph.
A glyph, that's a good word. Yeah, like, this glyph that appears, at her claw, she, like, puts it up to your eye. And what I'll say, like, there's a little bit of a sting, but the best way I can give you, like, here's what it's kind of like. It's kind of like when you get your eyes checked and they do the boom, boom, like, over your eye. It's like a little bit like that. You're like, ugh. And she's like, keep your eye open. Stop looking.
She puts that yellow stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
She dilates
when
it.
that happens, and also just with the proximity of where her hand is, I'm gonna, like, if Rayon and Thog are at my side holding my hands, they're gonna feel me tense and me, like, and, like, hold my breath.
Yeah, so she kind of does that for about a minute, and you do watch, there is this point where there's this, like, this Kobe, where it's this growing of warbling and like, that's what the warbling sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like,
Why is he making these sounds?
Good job.
Karen's like, sorry, I haven't eaten.
On command.
Yeah. It starts to, like, kind of like warble and, like, pulse. At a point you watch as the glyph kind of melts, and it looks like it, like, kind of, like, streams into your eye as she kind of, like, pulls out. And you watch as a bit of, like, this, like, frosty magic comes from her eye. It still looks the same. It really just, it feels like someone's taking, like, the most amount of pain it feels like someone's taking an eyelash out of your eye. So it's not horrible, but it's like, ugh. And you watch as she, like, unfolds that tablature that I described for Dill and Geo, and she'll, like, you see just, like, this little wisp of frost magic go on top of it. And then the glyph turns back to what it was before, and she starts looking at it like she's analyzing it. And she turns back and she's like, I'm just looking over this. When did this happen?
Let's see. I was about 8 years old, so 13 years ago, 12 years ago.
This has the same readings as a Rhyme Witch would, so I don't know. It looks like it's stable. Most I can say is it whatever that you have in that eye, you'd have akin to the sight of a Rhyme Witch. Now, unfortunately, I can't tell you all that they see. I don't know. I've not lived in the eyes of a Rhyme Witch, but it doesn't look like something that is growing. I can't tell you if that doesn't mean that the cat just, she, like, snaps, but I can tell you it's stable, it's functioning, it's no cause for growth in a infectious way. Makes me curious. I don't know why I've always had an inkling that Rhyme Witches multiplied in a way of possession, or that's not maybe the word for it, maybe infection, whatever you would call it. Something similar to how creatures can be rhymified, like a rhyme weasel, a rhyme fox, something like that, but it looks incomplete. I don't know if incomplete means unable to start again, but it doesn't look like it's moving, and it hasn't moved, like you said, from when you were 8, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think it's any cause for immediate concern. I need to know more about Rhyme Witches, which hopefully I'll be able to find out more once things happen. And not that I'm not actively looking, but if I can find anything to get rid of it for you, I can... If you'd like that, I can try, but... There's nothing I can do right now, but...
That's fine. I just...
Honestly, if you want it completely removed, the best person who could do that would be my father. Again, I don't know if after saving him that would be directly then, but his research is to how to unrhymify moo bears, foxes.
If he could do that, that would be that would be like a dream come true. So did it help you? Is this what you needed?
That was the last thing I needed, yeah.
Dill kind of shuffles into the doorway. What are you going to do now?
Probably going to find someone to cast the rite. Most likely north of the ice, the glacial mountain behind Black Salt is most likely where I'd think. That way there's at least a wall of defense in case a dragon appears and wants to go somewhere. But, I mean, here's the other thing. Even if there was a dragon that would appear, I can handle it myself.
I've killed a dragon. I got it.
What? She looks at you.
Pulls out scale. Whatever this is.
Oh, you don't know what that is?
Nope.
I mean, it's a scale of a white dragon, yes.
A nice dragon.
That's a scale of a nice dragon.
That's a very nice dragon.
Dragon tail.
It's a scale of a what?
Of a white dragon, but did you kill it? Did you...
Yes.
I was gonna say, if Dale's behind her, because of what you literally just said, how you don't remember how you died, I'm like...
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good for you.
I can help you out, sister.
I appreciate that. Yeah, When I do this right, most likely Rhyme Witches will appear. They're going to try to take, if a dragon appears, they're going to try to take control of it and do whatever with it. The loophole that I had was, I have this, and you watch as she pulls out a small idol that looks exactly like the one Ricky had.
Oh, Statue of the Kanakarite.
Yes.
Balancing one form of power with the opposite.
There's a way in which I could try to... They're supposed to have spirits in them. This one is dull, but it has enough that I can do this, and you watch as she, incants something really quickly. What sounds like almost like ancient type of Elvish. It sounds a little bit like words you can pick up, Rayon, but you're like, huh? Not all of it. And you watch as there's just this small burst of, white energy that does nothing to you guys. You guys are kind of ah! And it's nothing happened. But she's like, this could counteract whatever they do. Only once, though. I only have this one charge in it. I think this is... And you do see... Ricky's looks pristine. This one looks like it's cracking and it's going to break. It's real old.
So what I'm hearing is that if you do this by yourself, you have a contingency. You can also fight a dragon by yourself. And if we go, we have no contingency and also have never really... besides Serena, have never really fought a dragon before. And will be surrounded by Rhyme Witches, so we probably would be in more danger than you. Well,
when I say contingency, this is... From what little I know about this fucking cult of Yora that my mother was a part of, is that I don't think it would make an actual white dragon appear. It'd be more like an ice dragon. And if they rhymify it, this can negate that, hopefully shattering the ice. Or shattering the dragon.
Also, I was just gonna say, if what you've said so far about my eye, I feel like going near any Rhyme Witches would really be a bad idea for me, because I don't want them to complete whatever they didn't in my eye. So, as much as I'd like to continue to help you, I'm a little hesitant to run into that mess.
And what if we're just in the way,
Yeah, that's it.
Worry about us.
I didn't say you have to come with me.
This is with the group.
Yeah. This was kind of...
I've never felt more resolved to do the stupid thing than I am right now. Knowing what I know, combining it with what Karith might know. If I can get word to Ricky somehow and find a way to get her here, when you do it, we might have a better chance. Because her idol is pristine. And if she can use it, like Solemn told her how to go figure it out, we have a lot better of a chance. You just have to also let us know what you know about witches.
Like what?
Snow elves aren't actively seeking out information about the Rhine witches, so I would hope that you would know more than at least they know, and more than I've been able to find out about them. Anything that could help. Anything that couldn't help. Just anything.
Could that wait till after? That's a lot of information that I don't have the time for. I need to start going, if not tomorrow morning now. I can do this alone.
But you shouldn't have to.
Well, I don't... All I have is my father. I don't have... companionship, I guess.
I thought I was alone for a while, and then I met Thog. You also met Thog.
I know.
And you also have Thog.
I know. Thog is my friend, but...
And we're Thog's friend, so a friend of Thog's, while maybe not being a friend of ours, has the potential to become that.
And you've also been inside me at this point, so I feel like we're relatively close.
Gross!
Not like that!
What a weird thing to say while you're in her bed.
If you want to follow, you can... It's going to be very dangerous. I can't promise you won't get hurt. I know this might sound insane, and I know it's a lot, and I know there's a lot of feelings when it comes to the rhyme. Of course, I get that. This is tumultuous times we live in. But if I don't stop them from having my father at any moment, if not already, they could unlock the potential to turn anybody into a rhymified whatever by tomorrow. A full apocalypse. I need to stop it, and I don't know who or what will get hurt in the way. And I understand he's my father, and that is part of the reason, but a lot of the reason, but also the biggest part is if they find out what he knows, it's over for everybody.
How about a compromise? You go and do what you know you're capable of, and we just kind of meander into that direction, so if you do need help, we'll be close by. But not so close that we will get in the way or be at an extreme risk, because we are relatively new adventurers, I would say. This feels a bit...
Oh, come on! You're like a great hero, Dale. You got a big sword.
Well, I know. We are all great heroes, obviously, but we are still just starting out, you know? So we can kind of follow you, even though you said not to, but...
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the 5+ experience in this field yet, but we have done one quest kind of successfully, which you were part
I think
of.
maybe we should put some more under our belt before facing a Brine Witch.
And if you need to contact us, you can always send a letter to Kudrock, and then that'll find me, probably.
Why don't you just follow me, and then when I map out the point I want to go to, you hang back close enough that you can see, but far enough away that you can hide? As she looks to Figs.
Yeah, I like that plan. That's a good plan. I like that one.
Good compromise.
Sure, yeah.
Who knew that open communication and mutual respect would get us to this point?
I'm not some villain. As much as people like to think Dragonborns up here in Averin are, white Dragonborns are people too. Yeah,
Of
says
course.
Gio. Like, you guys, like, the one thing about, like, Thog, I know it wouldn't have the words for it, but, like, Thog, you understand that enough. But, like, you guys also might know, like, being outsiders in your own way, except for, like, probably Figs and Rayon, like, white Dragonborns are, like, people are like, because, like, you can make a frost happen, you're evil! And they're like, no, we're not.
Yeah, they always have to hood up.
That's why she hoods up, because people were like,
I may not understand a lot about the world, and I may not understand a lot about the things that you've struggled with, but I think I can empathize and understand what it's like to have people look at you and judge you and make assumptions about things. Especially, it's one of the reasons why I cover my eye up, because people see that, they think it's disgusting, they think I'm evil, or I'm gonna do something, or, you know, so I think at the end of the day, all of us have the same goals and intentions, and, you know, if things get a little messy, it's growing pains, it's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess then you let us know where to meet you when the time comes. And...
I will be honest, you all look haggard, so maybe you should sleep. And then we can go tomorrow morning.
Rude.
I am tired.
Sorry, you look tired. Well then, why don't we leave in the morning? I'll just be here, so. Can we go check out that one Scorching Pep Tavern? I want to see if there's anybody ready in the fighting ring.
Oh gosh, that's what I was telling you about, as we...
Thog's going to walk up to Karith and give her a hug.
She's gonna, like, hold tight. I just want to make sure my father's okay.
Me too. I want to make sure Karith stands okay.
He has a name, Thog.
What is it?
Lethias. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
And that.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of The Table Is Yours. Our next episode premieres next Friday, and if you're a member of the Patreon, then you'll be able to listen to our commentary track for this episode from this week on Monday. Speaking of on Monday, there's also the Table Talks, our after-show talk show about the episode in question. Other bonus content will be available for those $5 and up tiers going forward, and much more. Be sure to follow us everywhere on social media to stay up to date with everything The Table Is Yours.